अस्सलाम वालेकुम डियर। लास्ट टाइम हमने चैप्टर एटमॉस्फेयर की एक्सरसाइज के MCQ सॉल्व किए थे। आज हम इस चैप्टर के एक्सरसाइज के शॉर्ट क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करेंगे। डियर, अगर आपको किसी भी किस्म की कन्फ्यूजन हो तो कमेंट लाजमी कीजिएगा, इंशाल्लाह मैं रिप्लाई करने की पूरी कोशिश करूँगा। तो चलते हैं आज के अपने टॉपिक की तरफ। फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज आइडेंटिफाई एंड ब्रीफली एक्सप्लेन थ्री मेजर नेचुरल सोर्सेज ऑफ एयर पॉल्यूटेंट्स। Three major natural sources of air pollutants are given below. Wildfires. Wildfires release large amount of smoke, carbon monoxide and particulate matter into the atmosphere, which can severely degrade air quality. Second is natural dust storms. Dust storms carry fine dust and sand particles into the air, increasing particulate pollutions and reducing visibility and air quality. And third is seasonal pollen concentration. There during certain season, especially spring, pollen grains are released by plants in large quantities. These natural particulates can cause allergies and worsen air pollution levels. Next question is, how can deforestation impact air quality? There, deforestation negatively affect air quality in several ways. Increase in carbon dioxide. There, trees absorb carbon dioxide through photosynthesis. Cutting down forest reduces this absorption, leading to higher carbon dioxide levels in atmosphere, which contributes to global warming. Increase in particulate matters. Trees help trap dust and prevent soil erosion. Without trees, more dust and fine particles can enter the air, increasing particulate pollution. Next is decrease in oxygen level. Trees produce oxygen as a byproduct of photosynthesis. Removing forest reduces oxygen production, which can affect the balance of atmospheric gases. Next is explain the reasons for the temperature trends observed in troposphere and the stratosphere. There, in troposphere, temperature decreases with altitude. This happens because the Earth's surface absorbs sunlight and re-emits it as infrared radiation, which heats the air near the surface. As we move higher, we get farther from the heat sources, so the temperature drops. In stratosphere, temperature increases with altitude. This is due to the ozone layer, which absorbs ultraviolet radiation from the sun. This absorption releases heat, warming the upper part of the stratosphere. Describe four significant anthropogenic यानी human caused activities that contribute to the deterioration of air quality. For each activity, name at least one major pollutant released. Therefore, significant anthropogenic activities that contribute to the deterioration of air quality are given below. First is burning of fossil fuels activity, combustion of coal, oil and gas in factories, power plants and vehicles. Pollutants, sulfur oxides, nitrogen oxides, carbon monoxide, particulate matters and volatile organic compounds. Second is industrial process activity, chemical manufacture, metal processing and other industrial operations. Pollutants, volatile organic compounds, hydrogen chloride, ammonia and other toxic gases. Agricultural practices activities, burning of crop residue, use of fertilizers and emission from livestock. Pollutants are particulate matters, nitrogen oxides, ammonia and methane. Fourth is waste management, open burning activity, open burning of domestic and industrial waste. Pollutants are smoke, dust and variety of toxic gases and fine particles. Next is, what are the environmental impacts of persistent organic pollutants? Their persistent organic pollutants are toxic chemicals that do not break down easily in the environment. Their environmental impacts included persistence. Persistent organic pollutants remain in the air, waters and soil for long periods, resisting natural degradations, bioaccumulation and biomagnification. Their persistent organic pollutants accumulate in the fatty tissues of living organisms and their concentration increases up the food chain, especially affecting top predators. Toxicity. They can cause serious health problems in humans and wildlife, such as reproductive disorders, developmental issues, immune system damage and even cancer. Next question is, how does polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbon affect human health? There, polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons are toxic chemicals formed by the incomplete burning of coal, oil, wood, garbage and fuels. They affect human health in the following ways. Carcinogenic. Many Polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons are cancer-causing, especially linked to lung cancer when inhaled through smoke or exhaust. Mutagenic. Polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons can cause mutation in DNA, increasing the risk of genetic damage. Reproductive and developmental effects. Exposure to polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons may lead to reproductive health problems and developmental issues in children. Immune system suppression. Long-term exposure to polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons can weaken the immune system, making the body more vulnerable to disease. Next is, what is photochemical smoke? Under what condition it forms? There, photochemical smoke is a type of air pollution formed when sunlight reacts with pollutants like nitrogen oxides and volatile organic compounds in the atmosphere. This reaction produces harmful gases such as ozone and peroxyacetyl. Condition for formation. Strong sunlight act as the energy source for chemical reactions. Presence of nitrogen oxides mostly from vehicles and industrial emission. Volatile organic compounds or hydrocarbon released from exhaust fumes, paints and natural sources. Warm stagnant air increase reactions rate and smoke buildup. It is most common in urban areas during hot sunny days. Next is, what type of data do air quality index system provides? There, the air quality index system provides data about the concentration levels of major air pollutants such as PM 2.5, PM 10, O3, CO, SO2 and NO2 at a specific location. This data help assess how clean or polluted the air is and communicates the level of health concern to the public, ranging from good to hazardous based on pollutant levels. It helps people take protective actions, especially those with health sensitivities. Next question is, distinguish between PM10 and PM2.5, specifying the size ranges and describing why PM2.5 is generally considered more harmful to human health. There, particulate matter refers to a teeny solid or liquid particle suspended in the air. PM10, particles with a diameter 10 micrometers or smaller. These can reach the upper respiratory tract and lungs. PM2.5, fine particles with a diameter 2.5 micrometers or smaller. These are even smaller and can penetrate deep into the lungs and enter the bloodstream. Why PM2.5 is more harmful? Due to their teeny size, PM2.5 particles bypass the body's natural filters, leading to serious health problems like asthma, bronchitis, heart disease and even premature death. Next is, what are the main chemical processes involved in the formation of acid rain? Their acid rain forms when sulfur oxide and nitrogen oxide released from burning fossil fuels react with water and oxygen in the atmosphere to form strong acids. Key chemical reactions. Formation of sulfuric acid. Sulfur dioxide oxidizes to sulfur trioxide. This sulfur trioxide reacts with water to form sulfuric acid, and formation of nitric acid and nitrous acid. Nitric oxide is oxidized to nitrogen dioxide, and this nitrogen dioxide reacts with water to form nitric acid and nitric oxide. These acids then fall to the earth through rain, snow or fog, forming acid rain, which harms soil, water bodies, buildings and living organisms. Next is, what are the specific measures to control smog? The following actions are taken to control smog. Restrictions on the burning of crop residue. Farmers are prohibited from burning leftover crop materials which release large amount of particulate matters and gases that contribute to smoke formation. Using cleaner fuel and planting trees. Use of smoke control towers. There, smoke control towers are large-scale air purification devices installed in urban areas. They help clean the air by removing particulate matter and pollutants from the atmosphere. These steps help reduce the intensity and duration of smoke, especially during peak season. Next question is, how does a catalytic converter reduce harmful vehicle emission? A catalytic converter is a device fitted in vehicle's exhaust system that reduces harmful pollutants by converting them into less toxic substances using chemical reactions. Main reactions are oxidation of carbon monoxide. Carbon monoxide is converted to carbon dioxide. Reduction of nitrogen oxide. Nitrogen oxides are reduced to nitrogen gas. Oxidation of unburnt hydrocarbons. There, hydrocarbons are converted to carbon dioxide and water. Here, CXHY means any hydrocarbon compounds. Next is describe the sources of lead and mercury pollution. There, lead and mercury are toxic heavy metals that cause severe environmental and health hazards. Sources of lead pollution. Leaded gasoline. There, previously used widely in vehicles, now banned or phased out in most countries, but still a legacy source in some regions. Industrial emissions released from industries like lead acid battery manufacturing, metal smelting like copper, zinc and lead, old lead-based paints found in buildings painted before lead restrictions can become airborne dust when chipped or scrapped. Mining activities, extractions and processing of lead-containing ores released lead particles into air and water. Sources of mercury pollution, coal-fired power plants. Burning coal releases mercury into the atmosphere, a major anthropogenic source of mercury pollution. Artisanal and small-scale gold mining. Mercury is used to extract gold from ore. It is often released directly into air or nearby water bodies. Industrial processes include chemical manufacturing, waste incineration, burning mercury-containing items like fluorescent bulbs, thermometers, electrical switches release mercury vapors into the atmosphere. डेयर ये थे चैप्टर एटमॉस्फेयर की एक्सरसाइज के शॉर्ट क्वेश्चन। अगर वीडियो पसंद आए तो लाइक करें, शेयर करें, चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करना ना भूलें और बेल आइकन ज़रूर प्रेस करें ताकि हर नई वीडियो की अपडेट सबसे पहले आपको मिले। वीडियो देखने का शुक्रिया। अल्लाह हाफिज़।